do have a last word. Goes a little something like this.
When it comes to the best rappers in the state of PA, most will look past the Steel City. I guess my opinion is biased, primarily because I was born in Pittsburgh, PA. In my years of being a Pittsburgh music pioneer, I've come across some of the most talented MCs. A few years back, my boy Dean the Bad Guy introduced me to two new Pittsburgh-based battle leagues called No Chill and Street Talk Battle League. As I followed the journey of both leagues, I was introduced to different battlers. Question that always plagued my mind was, why none of these men or women reached the pinnacle of battle rap, such as getting on URL or RBE or even the King of the Dot. Although we do have Real Deal, who has over 123 battles, more than 9 million views on YouTube, representing Pittsburgh. Most would say he reached the popularity in his field before the city paid attention to battle rap. I had a few questions to ask about the situations, so I sat down with a few battle rappers and a few league owners.
How did you start Street Talk? Like, how did Street Talk start?
My man Chronic L's put me on it, you know what I'm saying? Because he has just seen me battling somewhere and was like, yeah, I want you to battle like out here in Ohio and shit. I'm like, all right, bet. But as we was going out, we was talking in the car like, yeah, man, Pittsburgh really needs its own league. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fire motherfuckers from Pittsburgh that never would even think about jumping into it because it's no platform, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I stashed that away, you know what I'm saying? Because I was still battling at the time. I ain't have no way to like kind of make it happen, and it was kind of like wishful thinking, you know what I'm saying? But then my brother died. It put me in a little bit of a depression, you feel me? So when I first left the house, it was to DJ Afterthoughts URL. He brought URL to Pittsburgh, but it wasn't like really Pittsburgh people on it except for Real Deal. Like it was just like a URL card that just happened to be in Pittsburgh. So it just got my creative juices flowing, and I was like, you know what, I want to start a league out here in Pittsburgh, because like I just know even just bumping shoulders with niggas like Harley Dice and Ron Noodles and Basket and Animal and a couple niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like we got the talent where it's like we could make some noise. We just need to put it together. So a friend of mine, his name's DJ David Jeffries. Me and him sat in his living room and kind of planned it out on how we would put together a league and if it would work. And then we jumped out on a limb and we started the league, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't cool. It was thought weird. Even when I talked to the venues, it was tough to get a venue because, you know, you thinking about battles and only thing the venue owners know is that, like, you know, battles start fights and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand the actual art form and what it does. Like, so it was tough at first, but, you know, we put it together. We just started our event. Our first event was a little rocky, but, you know, it was actually a pretty decent event. Got you know what I mean, some looks out of it.
How you start No Chill?
No Chill actually started as a text battle group back in 2013. We had a Facebook group called No Chill, and every Friday we would do what's called like a freestyle Friday. So everybody type up a 16 and go at somebody. Yeah, that was so successful. We started doing little text battle matchups. You know, so every Friday it'd be like a little 3 battle card. Everybody dropped their little verses, and then people would read them and determine who had the better verse or whatnot. That got a little bit of traction. It caused a little bit of people to come into the group, so we got a little bit of second set of eyes on us. So we took that momentum and we took it to my homie's garage. So we started doing live battles face to face in my homie's garage. So we did that for probably about, I don't know, a good 8 months, maybe almost a year. Until we were so big of doing those type of battles, we was outgrowing the garage. People were showing up to see these battles live. We just couldn't fit all the people in the garage no more. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we start getting venues and, you know, bigger shows and more talent, and, you know, the rest is history.
The first, with Street Talk was around first. I remember we had the first battle at the spot with Sandman versus King Will. Niggas that was around, y'all know about that. And, man, it turned out good. I was just, at that time, I wasn't even a battle rapper. I was just a fan of the shit. And I seen how that went, and then that's when I joined with Street Talk. And then for as No Chill, we had the Street Talk online and shit. Then all of a sudden we found out there was another group in the Burgh that had some battle rappers, but they was doing the shit online. And then they wanted to go against us. We had an event at the High Roller in Homestead, and that shit turned out good. That was me versus Slim 9. Go check that out on YouTube.
What would you say is like the peak moment, or like?
We started in 2014 officially as a battle league, as far as like doing venues and, you know, having a live audience. We started doing that in 2014. I would say it peaked right around 2018, 2019 was probably the peak. You know, we had an event early 2018. I mean, we pretty much sold the place out wall to wall. There was a lot of Pittsburgh celebrities in the building, word had gotten around. We had New Jersey Twerk there. We had Rome DMV in the building. So that was probably the peak of Pittsburgh battle. I said 2018 to 2019. 2018 was probably the peak.
All right, Dean. So, what was one of your best moments from both leagues?
Well, from Street Talk, my favorite moment from there was the battle versus Chronic L's. Y'all go check that out. That's on YouTube. Dean versus Chronic L's. Chronic L's was the poster boy, you know what I'm saying? So for me coming in, that was like my second or third battle. So that was a big deal for me to get somebody who was known, who had a name. So that was my big moment on Street Talk. And then my big moment on No Chill would be versus Slim 9. I mean, we battled at Homestead on my ground. I couldn't look bad there. And versus Slim 9, that was my favorite moment for Street Talk.
I would say, well, we brought Smack out. We brought Smack out here. I feel like I feel like it's just a fact. We threw the biggest battle that ever happened in Pittsburgh. You know, and I keep that as a sash because it was so tough to put together. Like, you know what I mean? We brought Burgh versus Real Deal is the most high profile, and we brought Smack, URL, and everybody out. It's the most high profile match that ever happened in Pittsburgh, and I'm proud of that. I ain't gonna stunt, and I was proud to bring Ness back, like, because Ness kind of took a break and like he had a little fold, but to be able to bring him back on that same card, it was like history.
Why do you think there's no battle rapper as big as Real Deal?
Ooh, that's a good question. I just think I don't know. I don't think everybody's applying themselves as good as Real Deal did. I think you could definitely get out there. Battle rap is just, it don't have nothing to do with where you from. It got everything to do with your individual talent and how much you're gonna push yourself to get to that next level. I think he's just one of the guys that was stuck to the grind. He been on it, and he just, you know what I mean?
And he started a little bit.
He started earlier than everybody before it was even famous around here. So
that's a good question. I'm gonna rule out talent because the talent's definitely here.
Yeah, it's definitely
so it's not because of talent. So it might be more politics than anything else.
Real Deal predates the culture and everything, so he been out here for a while. He took chances on himself. Like, he paid for his own ticket to get to New York and do the shit he did.
You know, commercial battle rap at the top level right now is very biased. It's very political. It's all about who you know and not how good you can rap. So I would say that's a big contributor because we've sent guys, you know, to that next level. And for whatever reason, you know, they didn't get picked up for whatever reason.
And it's not only about getting there, but when you get there, what you're going to do with the opportunities. And he just did the most with his opportunities. So, like, it's like a gift and a curse for the city because, you know, like a lot of people that aren't from Pittsburgh, that don't know anything about the culture, think that basically we got a bunch of white battle rappers out here. Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's mixed. It's like white, black, you know what I mean, Latino and all that. But Real Deal took it to such a high level that when people think of Pittsburgh and battle rap, they just think of Real Deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Real Deal he got in at the right time years ago, and he became a household name, and he, you know, Shout out to Real Deal.
Yeah.
One of the greatest to ever do it. But yeah, I think that's the reason why we haven't had a big following after Real Deal. It's just the battle rap politics. They want you to fit a certain mold, a certain demographic, and be a certain kind of marketable.
I feel like they feel that same way with like the Pittsburgh rappers. Like they think of Wiz automatically. Like
You think like all the Pittsburgh rappers is weed smoker type weed?
yeah. When meanwhile,
Right.
I feel like we had some of the most gangster rappers. They're the best rappers out here for real. All
Yeah,
of
Do
the
you think that the Pittsburgh battle rap fans is too casual and not like die hard like they are for the Steelers?
Yeah, I think they're casual. I would say they casual because I don't think they know the elements of battle rap. Niggas in Pittsburgh go crazy for, nigga, I'll fuck you the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'll smack the shit out you. Niggas be like, oh! But a nigga say some critique shit like some bars, they not even listening for that. They just want to hear the drama side. And I think that's where it's like, y'all casual fans, y'all don't really know what's going on. Y'all ain't looking for schemes, y'all ain't looking for punches, y'all ain't looking for metaphors, y'all just looking for drama.
Yeah.
There's a few diehards here, but for the most part, you're right. We got a casual crowd. People, they hear about it. They ain't doing nothing that day, so it's like, I might as well pull up the battle rap. It's not like, oh, the car dropped, I got to get a ticket, I'm in there. Like, you don't see a lot of that going on, especially these days.
Most of the people watching the Steelers and the Penguins and stuff, you've been doing that since a kid. And your mom's been telling you. So it's generations in that. Like, we are first generation battle rap fans in this culture. You know what I'm saying? We're not really super advanced yet. You know what I'm saying? But we done had the opportunities and we're growing. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say it's related to being held back or anything like that. I mean, like I said, the guys got the talent. It's not a matter of bars and lyrics and being able to actually rap. It's bigger than that at this point. You know what I mean? So that don't always get you in the door.
So it's like a good market for someone like outside, like John and Don. I saw him looking for a couple people and like shit like that. I try to go out of my way, even if it's not going to be on my league or something, just to get the city noticed. Yeah, I mean, to try to get people like on different cards and on different on different stages and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we like, no cap, we're a little bit behind. You know what I'm saying?
It's some of the other stuff, probably like the business.
Yeah, the business side of thing. They want you to be marketable and be from a certain area and talk about certain stuff and portray a certain image. Because that's what people is tuning into right now.
All right,
So if you ain't fitting this mold, then
you think that Pittsburgh need to be as successful as the other cities like New York?
It takes time, and then it's just gonna be like a little piece of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like a little piece of everybody taking a chance. Like, trying to step up in every way, and really, it comes down to we gotta do more events. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We gotta have more material and more options for the fans. You feel me?
Shit, I think you just need a couple battles on the Pittsburgh platform and then shop them motherfuckers off to the bigger leagues. And then I think that's what gets you around. Just your talents yourself is what's going to take you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Pushing.
I think you just got to keep pushing and get yourself seen in front of the right motherfuckers.
So you don't think it's like a money thing, like like with us rapping?
It can be a money thing. I mean, there is people that got themselves a better look by paying money.
there's a couple of different things we could do. The best thing that I would suggest is traveling. Get out of Pittsburgh and start taking our shows on the road. So that way we're putting this material, putting our craft in front of other crowds.
I personally feel like people need to travel more.
Yeah, you can travel more, but I also think you. Well, since it ain't I don't think you can bring talent here. But I just think the fans, it's not good for it to be here. It would be better for us to go battle in New York or go battle in New Jersey, Philly, where it's known for battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
So that would be my number one thing that I would suggest is probably getting out of Pittsburgh and start expanding your horizons. You're only going to go so far in this small Pittsburgh scene. It's not a battle rap city. It's not a battle rap town. They don't have a true battle rap crowd. So you got to take that energy to where you're going to be appreciated. And not this ain't no shot at the Pittsburgh crowd, but they just a little bit more casual. Yeah. And you talk about a place like Philly or Jersey or New York, it's a lot more serious in those type of environments than it is here in Pittsburgh.
You know what I'm saying? Take your money and go spend it. It's like, nigga, I'm gonna take this band and go battle this New York nigga in New York. And then if you look good in front of him, in front of his crowd, That's just gonna take
Yeah,
your, you know
that's
what I
just
mean?
gonna
Take your
take
shit
your
up,
stock
boost your
up.
shit up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
facts.
Okay.
Look, the last question I usually ask everybody is, what keep you beating on the desk? What keep you going?
Just a love for the culture, man. I'm a hip hop head, man. Like,
Shit, good rhymes, man. Good 16s. Once I hear this Griselda shit, this is what keep me going. You know what I mean? My Benny, West Side, Conway, and also when I hear my niggas, when I hear y'all snapping on tracks. You know what I mean? My cameraman, the Burgh, y'all gotta check him out. Burgh, the block boy. You know what I'm saying? He got some hot shit. Delgado, HounD, the whole squad. When I hear y'all shit, that make me want to keep going. Facts.
I haven't thrown an event in more than a year. I've been chilling actually. I've just been laying low, staying out of the way. There's another battle league that's up and coming right now, Backyard Battlegrounds. Shout out to them.
yeah.
I try to assist them in any way that I can. If they need me for anything, I try to help out for that. But as far as No Chill Battle League, I just been chilling right now. So just trying to see the culture grow in other ways. That's all.
Yeah. I love the culture though, man. Like I love hip hop. I love battles. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like battle rap in Pittsburgh is like my kid. Like, if that makes any sense. Like this is like my kid. Like I'm watching it grow. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here back watching it go to school and watching it, you know what I mean? So I literally care about this shit. Like it's one of my kids. Like, you know what I mean? I done sat down and talked to Smack, like in Beasley, like had dinner with niggas, like just trying to figure out what's the best thing for the city and what they would think. And I mean, organic, other people that's like high in the culture, Hollow to Don. We done talked about certain shit where it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just watching and making sure that this shit is growing correctly. I'll be dead silent until I see some bullshit, and then I'll pop out and say something. Like,
I got a lot on my plate right now. I'm coaching youth football, and that's big right now. That's occupying a lot of my time.
yeah.
So maybe once the football season's over, we'll sit down and reevaluate the situation, and we'll see what's going on as far as Pittsburgh battle rap. If it warrants me coming out and throwing an event, then we might get one.
Yeah.
But I can't make no promises, at least at this time.
Dang.
That's everything. I was gonna ask you to shout some people out, but you already said enough.
Everything.
I'm HounD. This is Dean the Bad Guy. It's just like that. Troof.
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 Dripping like cross.
Back in 2001.
Man, them niggas just hating. He all talking that jazz. He all talking that jazz. So what are you saying? You all talking that jazz. You all talking that jazz. See me with my girl, they be like, look at that. You better not say it. My homie named King Tech, and he keep that thing swaying. But you ain't probably get that. Shout out to the real niggas. One time for the real niggas. Tell them bring the thing back. Flow got the games itch.